We were raised from such a young age and taught that go ahead and get these outside things, achieve this thing. You're successful when you reach this. You're successful when you reach this. Get a family so it'll make you happy. Get this so it'll make you happy. You were taught that the 3D reality was everything. It was what you were striving for. It's your purpose of being here. And it couldn't have been further from the truth. I remember growing up, and oftentimes I heard that information, as well as in the church, I heard about faith continuously. Practice faith, practice faith. But then in action, what I saw was people stressing, fighting, worrying, being a victim to the outside. So that taught me I need to stress. I need to fight. I can't relax. I have to figure it out, which is the opposite of faith. Joseph Rodriguez articulated what I've been doing my best to communicate, but he said it so beautifully and so easily. To desire is to have. And it's in Matthew 7:18 possibly. When you pray, believe you have received, and you shall. So that means that when I am wanting to feel loved, I'm wanting to feel like I'm in a loving relationship, this is a reminder for me to pray and say, thank you, Father, I now have this. And when I pray and accept and feel as though I now have it, I will notice as cravings, longing, needing, obsessing, any plans of manipulation or force will leave me. A thing that often comes along with this in our mind is, well, Joseph, I want the experience. The funny thing is so does God. That's why you have the desire. The thing that we're doing on this journey is we're letting go of the how. We're letting go of force. We're letting go of control. We're letting go of planning. And we're simply giving ourselves what it is that we want. Because ultimately, why we want that relationship is we want to feel appreciated. We want to feel adored. And when you're in that experience where, let's say you're in that loving relationship, where does that feeling come from? You don't feel the other person's emotions, do you? As they're a shadow. You feel it within you. You feel the satisfaction within you. You feel the gratitude within you. You feel the love within you. You feel the chemistry within you. It just so happens that there's this outside thing that makes you feel a certain way. And so the brain goes, I need that to feel this way. But it's a lie. The kingdom of heaven is within you. When you pray, believe you have received, and you shall. And to desire is to have. And so when we live life this way, we are no longer in need of control, of force, of manipulation. The 3D can be as it is because we don't need it for anything. And furthermore, the 3D is just a reflection of us. It's literally an out picture of what's happening within me. And that's the beautiful thing about this reality. If I didn't have this 3D experience, how would I see who I'm being? So it's not torture. It's not unfair. It's not one way or another. It is what I say it is or what I feel it is internally. And that's what I experience. And so the beautiful thing about the 3D is if I see something that I would prefer not to see, I don't fight it. I don't beg it, react to it. Why? It's me. What I'm wanting is a feeling. Maybe I'm wanting to feel safe. Maybe I'm wanting to feel loved. Maybe I'm wanting to feel as though I am in a loving relationship. Fulfillment. Maybe I'm wanting to feel abundant. Maybe I'm wanting to feel successful. I don't need something outside of me to give me that. Nothing outside of me has ever given me that. I made an agreement that because I got that thing, I would feel this way. Of course, It was unconsciously. It was not a conscious decision. But it was something showed up and I felt this way. And so all we're doing now is we are establishing the state of consciousness that we want to occupy without relying on the outside thing to give it to us. So we're choosing to be a creator. And when we live life this way, it is so much easier. There is so much more flow allowed. There is so much more bliss and enjoyment of the moment. Ultimately, is that not what we want? Do you not want to be enjoying life as you're experiencing these lovely experiences? I know you can feel that internally that's how you want to be because it's our default state of being. The overthinking and the controlling and the forcing and the I need this thing is all created by the mind, identification to certain untrue beliefs. And so this is why I'm big and I explain it in different words. But whenever I'm having some type of thought patterns coming up in mind, which is suggesting that something is problematic, rise in consciousness and feel as though all is ideal and wash and repeat this. And life has been drastically better for me. I catch myself automatically flowing and being more ideal. I catch myself being more helpful to others. I catch myself attracting better opportunities into my life. I catch myself doing things that I love automatically. And it appears as though I do nothing. Again, I don't want to take anything from Joseph Rodriguez. He coined this, but it appears as though God is experiencing God. And here I am just observing the experiences, letting these things flow through me. Now, does this mean that I shouldn't have visions or I shouldn't be wanting to go a certain direction? I believe it's a wonderful thing too. And I believe also that that desire to have a certain outcome is given to you from the Father. And so when you have that desire, again, you simply say, thank you, Father, because the desire is to have. Thank you that I have that. Thank you that it is that way. Thank you that I am that way. And then go on with your day. And you keep doing this over and over and over again. Anytime you have a desire, whether you're in conversations or you're possibly in an argument, what would you like to feel? That there's love and peace. Okay, give yourself that. I think I noticed a long time ago is that I used to think that I wanted people to think a certain way of me or perceive me a certain way. But what actually gave that power was my identification that I needed that outside person to tell me that I was okay in order for me to be okay. And today, through repetition and through releasing needing outside proof and validation, I now ask myself, do I love how I'm being? And if the answer is yes, I let go of any, I need this to tell me I'm okay. I need this to give me acceptance. I need this to love and approve of me. And instead I say, hey, do I love and approve of me? And then give it to myself. And if not, I change it. So to wrap up, 2 desires to have. Matthew 7:18, when you pray, believe you have received and you shall. So you have the desire for a loving relationship, to feel loved, appreciated, whatever it is. Thank you, Father. You can visualize to do this. You can affirm to do this. You can feel that it's like this. Whatever you best suits you. And then you go on with your day and you wash and repeat this over and over and over again. As far as the 3D is a reflection of you. It is just showing you who you're being in secret. So it's a lovely guide showing you, hey, this is how you're perceiving yourself. And so there's no need to fight this or argue with it or force it, manipulate it. Simply go within. You have a desire for it to be away. It is now that way. Thank you, Father. And go on with your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Much love. I appreciate you all.